There we go. Okay, so demon is LP, LP, forward LK, heavy punch, right? And you have to do each input within 10 frames of the last one. This game has a 10 frame input buffer, right? So this input's too obvious, right? So you need to hide it behind something. And because of that 10 frame input buffer, there are ways you can simplify the input in order to hide it behind things. So an example would be block jump heavy kick. While I'm in the air, I store the light punches inside that animation, so I can double tap it like that. And this is important to get good at demon, is to learn to double tap. You can just tap it regularly for a lot of input methods if that's comfortable, but getting good at clean, doesn't have to be crazy fast, just clean double taps helps a lot for various methods. So heavy kick, tap inside that. Don't do it too late or else that jab will come out, but don't do it too early because you need, like I said, the 10 frame buffer, right? You need the forward input to come within 10 frames of the last light punch, right? So double tap kind of as late as you can get away with, then forward, and you just plink one after the other, MP, LK, heavy punch, like this. And you don't have to do it too fast, it's easier than you think. It's not like TKD where you have to double tap the LPs inside it and then still have time for these. You just have to hit these two, right? So don't overthink it, just simple as do it that way. Because if you try to do it too fast, you might hit these on the same frame, and then it won't count. So heavy kick, 2 light punches, plink one after the other. Forward, MP, LK, heavy punch. And note, when normal's blocked in this game, they have 6 frames of throw and vulnerability. So you want to wait to do the demon, not that much, because the demon input in of itself will make up for most, if not all, of that time, depending on how fast you do it. But if you input the demon fast enough and don't wait, they'll still be in throw and vulnerability from the block normal, which means they can just hold up on reaction and jump out of the demon. So don't do the demon crazy fast right after. You saw there, he got to wait a little bit before the demon hit him, right? I bet if I set the dummy's counterattack to up, it would be able to jump out in that case. Okay, doing it fast enough is actually kind of hard. There we go. See, he was able to jump out because I didn't wait long enough and I did the demon too quickly. That goes for regular grounded block normals as well. And for block normals to buffer, same principle, right? Block normal, double tap, and just do it clean, don't have to do it crazy fast. Car demon right after. Another one you'll see with block normals is crouch light kick, but to do this you need to kind of break the chain property of LK, which you just do by holding any higher priority button while you're inputting it. Common one is MP because it just feels easy for a lot of people. Crouch LK, tap twice while still holding the MP. Now you can let go and press it again for the same car input off the jump heavy kick or close medium, same thing, right? Like that. And you can actually go into this input without holding the MP by plinking LK into MP and then holding off that. That way you just don't have to go into it prepared. Usually when you're getting some kind of demon setup, you have time to, but it is convenient to be able to just belt it out like that. You can also, if it's easier for you, go into it with a ring and double tap like that. Personally, I find that a little more consistent. And you can even, which this one's not really more optimal, but you can even car like a crouch MK or a sweep off it. Very scary looking, but pretty hard. Another one you'll see is dash demon. So this is carring the crouch light kick, which sounds scary, but this is a 5-frame startup normal, I'm pretty sure. So you just have to plink these like not even that fast to get it. Though the faster, the better, as long as you don't hit them on the same frame, because it just makes it that much harder to react to. So double tap the light punches inside the dash. Don't do them too early, because then it won't be in the buffer long enough, but don't do them too late, because you'll just hit him with the jab, right? That's surprisingly hard to react to. And a lot of people's instinct when they get dashed on is not to react with hold up, though I guess if they know this is in your wheelhouse, it might be. Moving on to True Card Demon. This doesn't work off storing the light punches at all. You just perform the demon fast enough inside FMP to interrupt it before the active frames come out. So think of this as two halves of the input. MP and two LPs, which you do with ring finger and then double tapping the LP with middle and index. And then the second half being, since you're holding forward off the MP, you need down forward to count towards the forward input. So down forward, LK heavy punch. It's helpful to think of this as two halves because inputting the forward before you're done with the LPs will make the demon not count, which is a common input flub. The other flub you'll see is double tapping this too fast and basically not actuating the button twice. Like there, see on the input viewer, I only got one LP. So make sure your LPs, they don't have to be crazy fast. Doesn't have to be like a one after the other frame perfect double tap. Just make sure they're cleanly coming out and that the forward input is after both LPs are done. And as long as you do the rest fast enough, which if you practice these as two halves in isolation is not that hard, you'll get the demon.